Have you ever noticed how often you feel extremely negative about the word fat and you're not actually making real progress with your weight loss? Welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show. Today is episode number 354, Get Real, episode number 80. So, turn away right now. Don't even listen. If you're looking for reasons to be offended, if you're looking for more excuses to make, if you just want to complain, this podcast is not for you. Today's topic, if fat is a four-letter word for you, then you're going to have a very hard time losing weight, and you just might want to start changing this now. Welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show, or welcome if this is your first time here. My name is JoLynn Braley. I am the permanent weight loss coach and weight loss mindset expert who founded the Inner Self Diet. The Inner Self Diet is the diet that you need for your mind. There's no way to get around it. Your mind leads your body, and if your mind is fat, then your behaviors will match, and then you'll have fat on your body. And actually, today's topic is about this word, fat. And I want to warn you right now that if you're looking for more reasons to complain, if you're looking for more people to hate, if you're looking for more reasons to blame other people for why you're not losing weight, if you're looking for more reasons to be offended, then this podcast isn't for you. And the problem with that is that you're not going to be able to achieve permanent weight loss with that kind of mindset. It's just not going to work. If you are ever going to have any kind of hope of getting the weight off and keeping it off, you're going to have to start first with getting real with yourself, and that can be very, very difficult to do. Getting real is not about beating yourself up. It's not about hating on yourself. It's not about making yourself wrong. It's about, hey, what exactly am I doing? What exactly am I saying? Do the two match up? What are my results? If you're not getting the results with your weight and with your life and with your happiness and with what you want, then there's a problem. And sugarcoating this and telling yourself that everyth's fine, how does that give you new results? Does this make sense? So anyway, hey, good job for you who's still here listening right now to today's Get Real episode of the JoLynn Braley Show. The other folks who are looking for reasons to fail, and they're looking for excuses to make, and they're looking for more people to blame, they've already left. They heard my warning and they left, and that is okay. That's okay. There's all kinds of different folks out there in the world, and there's a whole lot of people in the overweight and obese community who view themselves as victims. And as long as they continue to do that, they're not going to be able to step into their own power and take control of their most valuable asset, which is their mind, so that they can get that weight off and keep it off. All right. And they don't want to hear what I'm sharing with you right now. And that is okay. We don't need to have them hear any of this. It's not for them. It's for you. All right. So I am going to share with you today this critical topic of the fact that if you do view the word fat as a four-letter word, you need to be changing this immediately. And I'm going to share with you why. And I'm going to share with you why this is so important. It is extremely critical. It really, really is. But before we do that, Do you already have my 10-step cheat sheet for successful weight loss? It's my 10-step cheat sheet to make weight loss easy and fun. And when you hear me say, make weight loss easy and fun, that should sound impossible to you because you don't have a weight loss mindset yet. Once you get a weight loss mindset, then you will have the experience of struggle-free weight loss. But until you have the experience, it can be very, very irritating to hear the words easy, fun weight loss. I do highly recommend that you go over to www.easyfunweightloss.com, download my free cheat sheet. It's really, really short. It's really, really simple. You have nothing to lose, but you have some hope to gain and also some clarity because I've put that cheat sheet together to make it really easy to read, really simple to follow, and I've given you 10 steps that you need to achieve full success with your weight and actually make weight loss easy and fun. Now, the only way that weight loss becomes easy and fun, it's all about your mindset. 92.8% of your results are all going to be determined by the 6 inches between your ears. 6 inches between your ears. Say that 10 times fast. It's a real tongue twister. 6 inches between your ears. 6 inches between your ears. 6 inches between your ears. But this is true. This is true. Your most valuable asset is your head. And I don't mean just your skull and the squishy parts inside. I mean that computer in your brain, the computer that is your brain. That's everything. If you don't get that reprogrammed so that you become fit, healthy, thin, sexy, and awesome on the inside, then your behaviors won't match that. Your behaviors will match whatever you've got going on the inside right now. So if you're totally depressed about the fact that you lost weight and then you gained it all back, if you are feeling hopeless because let's say that you're 75 pounds overweight and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to take so long to get off because if I drop 1 pound a week, that means that I can be 75 pounds lighter in 75 weeks, which, hey, at least you'll be 75 pounds lighter in 75 weeks as opposed to being another 20 pounds heavier if you don't get going on that path right now. Now, if you drop 2 pounds per week, you can cut that in half. What is 75 divided by 2? 75 divided by 2 is 37.5. I just used my handy-dandy calculator to figure that out. 37.5. So that means that if you were to drop 2 pounds of fat per week, that you could be at your goal weight in 37 and a half weeks. But you have to start now. And so here's the thing. Your mindset is everything. If you're telling yourself weight loss is too hard, then your behaviors will match that. And you'll just keep eating the foods that keep your body fat. If you tell yourself, I'm a big fat slob, I've been struggling with this problem my entire life, obviously I'm doomed, your behaviors will match. All right? If instead you do the critical inner self work to change what's going on in your head, which will, as a result, change your emotional state and will change your behaviors, then guess what? Then you will get into that flow where you are eating healthy, using portion control. You're not eating the fake food anymore. All right? You're leaving that in the grocery store for everybody else to buy. And you're losing weight. But if you don't get your head right, then the only way to lose that weight is you have to force yourself to do it, but then you still have all of that fat thinking in your head, and you're going to backslide. There's no way to get around this. You have to change your mind to change your body if you want it to be struggle-free and if you want it to last. If you are okay with losing another 20 pounds and gaining 30 pounds back, just keep doing what you're doing. Let's get real here. There's a reason why you failed so many times with the way you've been doing this. And it doesn't mean that you are defective or stupid or anything. It means that you don't have the right mindset. And you have to do something radically different to get that mindset. All right. Now, your mindset is where all of these negative thoughts live about the word fat. Okay. So if you judge the word fat, those 3 letters, F-A-T, if you judge those as bad, horrible, disgusting, the worst thing ever, then what that tells me is you have taken on the identity of fat. It has become your identity. And so you often say to yourself, I am fat. And then how do you feel when you say, I am fat? And then what you try to do is you try to cover that up, and you want everyone to stop talking about it. You don't want to hear the word fat because it triggers your heavy, heavy negative emotions about that word fat. And the reason that that happens is because you identify as being fat. This is a massive problem. You're not going to be able to lose weight and keep it off with a fat identity. It won't work. I actually did a whole podcast about this in the past. If you just search within the JoLynn Braley Show, search for the words fat identity, and you can listen to my other podcast about that. So, fat, what is it really? What is it really? Here's what it is. Fear attracting thoughts. F-A-T, fear attracting thoughts. This is what fat is. It's nothing bad. It's a negative fat mindset. The fat on your body right now is a symptom of a fat mindset. And that means that you're thinking fat thoughts. What are fat thoughts? Fear-attracting thoughts. What is a fear-attracting thought? Let's get an example. An example of a fear-attracting thought is weight loss is too hard. That's a fear-attracting thought. It's a fat thought. Weight loss is too hard. Who says? Who says it's too hard? All weight loss is a set of instructions that work for your body, and you have to follow them. That's all it is. You have to change what you're eating. You have to change how much you're eating. You have to change when you're eating. And you have to keep doing it over and over and over and over again, being extremely consistent meal after meal after meal. What is hard about that? Well, what makes it hard is your additional fat thoughts. I'm afraid to miss out. I'm afraid what so-and-so will think about me if they see me eating healthy again because I've done this before and I've failed so many times. That's a fat thought. Fear-attracting thoughts. Afraid to miss out. Fear-attracting thought. I'm afraid that I won't be able to get through the holiday season eating healthy. Fear-attracting thought. And then what do you do as a result? You don't get started. You don't take action. Healthy action. You don't stay consistent. You talk yourself out of the weight loss you say you want. You're doing a sales job on yourself to talk yourself out of what you say you want. And you do that with your fat thinking, fear-attracting thoughts. I can't do it anyway. Fear-attracting thought. I come from a fat family. I come from a family of obesity and overweight, so I'm just doomed. Fear attracting thought. And I am fat. Fear attracting thought identity. Fat identity. Is this making sense? Are you following me? Your behaviors match your thinking. When your thinking is fat, your behaviors will match, and then you'll get the symptom on your body. The fat on your body is only a symptom. It's not who you are. It's not what you are. It's a symptom of what you're doing in your head. So what is the answer? Change your head. That is the answer. Are you getting this? Is it making sense? The simplest way to do this is you need to have a system laid out in front of you that you take action with. You need to have coaching if you want this to work fast. You've got to have that outside perspective so that you could finally uncover what you can't see on your own. That's the number one reason that coaching is so valuable, because you can't see your own stuff because you live in it. I've had coaching clients who they never thought they were an emotional eater. Isn't that interesting? One of my clients, she said she never knew and never thought of herself as an emotional eater. But it turned out when she got into the inner self diet and she started doing proven steps, she started connecting the dots and noticing that she did not eat for physical hunger. She always ate only for emotional reasons. And once she was able to connect those dots, and then we unwound that unwanted behavior and replaced it with healthy behaviors, got her in alignment with that so that she was matched up on the inside with what she wants on the outside. That's alignment. When you are fit and thin on the inside, then that's in your thinking, okay? And more that's going on inside. You actually run movies, you run pictures. There's a lot going on inside of yourself that you have no idea of. You're not aware of it. If you work with the right coach, you can change these things. So once you become fit, healthy, thin, awesome on the inside, once that is who you are, so you need that identity, okay? You need to have the identity of success on the inside. Then your behaviors will match that. And then the fat on your body will begin to melt off. Do you see how that works? Do you see how it fits together? But where does it all start? It all starts with your mind. The way that most people are doing this is they have a fat identity. They call themselves fat, and that's why they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to get real with themselves. They don't want to address it. They don't want to take a picture of themselves. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be naked. And what that does is it causes them to eat more food that doesn't work for their body and to feel more shame and to feel more embarrassment, and then they're stuck. They're totally stuck. Unless they stop and they're willing to look at themselves, look at what they're thinking, look at what they're doing, get real with themselves, and do something totally different. If they don't do that, then they continue on in the same patterns. It's too easy to just keep going in those same patterns. So when you identify as being fat, then you hit this wall where you don't want to talk about this word fat. You judge it. You view it as negative. When it's not negative, it's only a symptom. It's only a symptom, and your body is doing everything right. Your body is storing the extra energy that you're giving it with all of the unhealthy foods, all those high caloric foods that have no nutrition in them. Your body is storing that for you to use. Your body is working great to store that fat. Okay? But if you judge it and you identify with it and you hate it and you're looking for more reasons to be offended when somebody says the word fat. All that's doing is it's making you stay where you are. You're just stuck. So you have to unravel all of this, and you have to stop identifying with the word fat, and you've got to look at it as a symptom, and then you got to go to work on making the changes that you want to make. All right? Keep everything about yourself that you really, really love and appreciate. Change the things that aren't working for you. That's what needs to be done. Start with getting real with yourself. Just look in the mirror, look at your results, get on the scale, take a picture of yourself. Let's see what's happening. And then what is it that you want to change? Where do you want to be? How fast do you want to get there? The easiest way to do all this is you change your mind. You change your mind. The fastest way to do all of that is you get the right coach in your corner and you get the system that's already put together, that everybody else has already done before you, that it's worked for, and you just follow the steps. That's what I do with my coaching clients in the Inner Self Diet. Before we're done today, I'll tell you what you can do as your first step if you're really serious about getting this done as fast as possible. Go over to www.easyfunweightloss.com, easyfunweightloss.com, to grab my free download of my very simple 10-step cheat sheet to successful weight loss. Use those 10 steps that I put together in that very short cheat sheet, so it's very easy to read. It's only a total of 4 or 5 pages. Get going with it. It's so simple. www.easyfunweightloss.com is totally free. You can get it now. Questions to ask yourself if you really want to get real with yourself, raise your level of awareness, and move forward. Start taking new action to get new results. I highly recommend that you write each question pen on paper and then write your answer pen on paper so that you can get the connection that occurs between your head, hand, and heart when you write pen on paper. You cannot get that connection if you only listen to me talk. You don't get that connection typing on a keyboard either. First question, how do I feel about the word fat? Pretty simple. Write it all down. Number 2 question, what are all of my fat thoughts? Fear-attracting thoughts. These are all of your negative thoughts about weight loss, about your body, about yourself, about your weight, about all the times that you've tried to lose weight, about all the times that you've gained weight back. Write it all down. Number 3 question, how fast do I want to change these things? How fast do I want to change these things? Okay? Number 4 question, it has 2 parts. What do I really want? What is the outcome I really want? And what is it worth to me to get this? You have to know what you want in order to get what you want. And you have to know what it is worth to you to get it. Because if it's not worth very much, then you're not going to really do much to change this. You're only interested, you're not committed. So those who are committed to ending their food and weight struggles for good, they get all in and they take the fast path to success. The fastest path is coaching. There's no 2 ways about it. I can tell you from my own personal experience that any changes I've ever made in my life, the fastest changes I ever made was when I was working with a coach, and that's why I still get coaching. And there's all kinds of different coaches out there, but evidently, because you're listening to my voice right now, what you are really, really focused on is this topic of weight loss. So you want to get weight loss coaching. I highly recommend that you get the right kind of weight loss coaching to address your mind. If you leave that piece out, then you're missing 92.8% of the solution. Get a weight loss mindset, and now you've gotten 92.8% of the solution, which is going to impact your results. Is this making sense? If it doesn't, go over to my Facebook page, facebook.com/JoLynn Braley. Like the page, sign up for notifications, leave me a comment, tell me, hey, I was listening to episode number 354, which was a Get Real episode, and here's what you said. I don't understand it. Please explain. Great. That's awesome. And I'd love to do a follow-up podcast for you. Have you already listened to my special sub-series, Real Results from the Inner Self Diet? Because in that special sub-series of the JoLynn Braley Show, you can hear 8 of my awesome coaching clients telling their real stories of the struggles that they had with their eating and their weight before I coached them, and then you can hear them tell you about their results afterwards. All you got to do to find that is search in the JoLynn Braley Show for that phrase, Real Results from the Inner Self Diet, or even I think if you just search for Real Results, you should be able to find it. It's very, very inspiring. If listening to them share their stories with you doesn't raise your level of hope that it is possible for you, then you might have a bigger problem on your hands, seriously, because they are so inspiring. So just search in the JoLynn Braley Show for that phrase, Real Results, and you should be able to find it. It's a total of 10 episodes with an intro and a wrap-up, and then there are 8 interviews of 8 of my coaching clients. So search for Real Results, and you will be able to find that podcast series here in the JoLynn Braley Show. Raise your level of hope that is possible for you to get. I highly recommend that you do that after you get done listening to this episode you're listening to right now. And if you want to get the fastest results possible, then your first step is to go to www.10minuteweightlosscall.com. Opt in with your first name and email, fill out the application on the next page, hop on the phone for just 10 minutes to find out where you're at, what do you want, would I even be able to help you? We don't know unless we hop on the call. The application is required because the call is only 10 minutes. That should make sense. So since it's only 10 minutes, I'm not going to be able to find out as much about you as you can tell me in your application so that I can help you the most on that 10-minute call to help you gain clarity about where you are and where you want to be. So if you are serious about ending these food and weight struggles for good, if you want to stop asking yourself, why am I so smart and successful professionally, but I'm not able to lose weight and keep it off? What is going on with me? Head on over to www.10minuteweightlosscall.com. That's 10minuteweightlosscall.com and get started now. I'm JoLynn Braley, permanent weight loss coach, founder of the Inner Self Diet, the diet that actually works because it's not a food diet and it addresses the real problems, which is your mindset. And therefore, once you get your mindset right, the Inner Self Diet helps you do the healthy eating plan that you've already done before that works best for your body. The Inner Self Diet works with any food diet out there that works for you. I wish you your best life living inside your ideal body, and always remember, you're just one thought away from the weight loss you crave. Yay!